Diamond testers give misleading results for many laboratory-grown diamonds. This is the main takeaway of this video. If you learn nothing else today, please know that you cannot rely on the results of a diamond multi-tester or electrical probe when it comes to laboratory-grown diamonds. Oof, I sound so serious. What's happening is a lot of consumers who are buying laboratory-grown diamonds are going to get their stones tested later on, usually at a different company, and they're being told that their laboratory-grown diamonds are synthetic moissanite. I have been contacted recently by a customer who has just had this happen to her. Let me share her story with you. Hi, I'm Julia the Gemmologist from the Gem Academy, and welcome to my YouTube channel, the place for gem and jewelry professionals who would like to learn more about laboratory-grown diamonds. So, laboratory-grown diamonds can test as synthetic moissanites on diamond multi-testers and electrical probes. These were designed back in the 1990s as a tool to help us separate all simulants from diamond by testing thermal and electrical conductivity. They work because the thermal and electrical properties of colourless diamond differ from all the simulants. One would logically assume that as laboratory-grown diamonds are the same material as diamond, they would test as diamond on these testers, but that is an incorrect assumption, as this is not always the case when it comes to laboratory-grown diamonds grown through HPHT synthesis. The reason is that laboratory-grown diamonds are artificially produced. They can have impurities within them that are extremely rare in natural diamond. And these impurities, which are boron, can affect the electrical properties of these stones, which is what's messing everything up. I'm going to tell you the story from the consumer who contacted me recently. Just an FYI, this is not the first message like this that I've received. Hi Julia, reaching out because you seem to have a lot of wisdom pertaining to a recent predicament I'm in. I saved up for a long time and finally bought a lab-grown diamond tennis bracelet from a company. And I was proudly wearing it until I walked into a jewelry shop and they used their diamond tester on my bracelet and it tested as moissanite. I wanted to faint. The company I bought it from has assured me that they are legit lab-grown diamonds, but aren't graded since the laboratory-grown diamonds are too small. So I've been reading up and watching all your videos. My understanding is that especially for HPHT laboratory-grown diamonds, it can get inaccurate readings due to the boron that makes the lab-grown diamond electrically conductive. That being said, I'm worried, understandably, as there's no way now for me to ascertain that these laboratory-grown diamonds are in fact laboratory-grown diamonds. The shop said that they can't ascertain it and I'm not able to afford a further appraisal. What should I do? I should add that the shop has two testers. The first thermal conductivity tester showed my stones as diamond, but only the second one, the electrical conductivity tester, this is what read as moissanite. I fear that this might become quite a common narrative from consumers that get their stones tested later on after they've purchased it. Everyone in our industry needs to be aware of this information because it's quite new, because laboratory-grown diamonds are a new product. So the fact that these stones can test as synthetic moissanite, for anyone who ever uses diamond testers in their work, this information is so important to know because it is causing problems. You know, consumers, like this lovely lady here, are thinking that they've been missold. And this is very upsetting. It can taint the connotation they have with their jewelry. Maybe they don't want it anymore. They will then contact the companies. From a company point of view, think of what it's doing to them, because they've now got these potential complaints, even though everything's fine. That will be then time and resources spent responding to these clients. The independent companies that are testing the jewelry, they're spending time with these customers who might be upset because they've tested their jewelry. The diamond testers saying it's a synthetic moissanite. They've now got an upset customer in their store, which they didn't sell the jewelry to them. So it must be quite unpleasant for that company as well, having to deal with someone who thinks that they've been missold. So misidentification of any gem is really not good for any of us in the industry. It's not good for the industry as a whole. It can look like we don't really know what we're doing. And I understand why it's happening. This information isn't widely distributed. That's why I'm making these videos. Please share. And where laboratory grown diamonds are the same material as diamond, of course, the assumption is that they all test as diamond with these testers, but they don't. So please share this lesson, share this information. Oh, and to add insult to injury, some modern synthetic moissanites test as diamond. Don't hate me. So some of the newer, more colourless synthetic moissanites that have recently been developed, the electrical conductivity of these stones can't be detected by diamond testers. So yeah, they're testing as diamond. So in summary, we have some laboratory-grown diamonds that are testing as synthetic moissanite and some synthetic moissanite that tests as diamond. I know I'm smiling, but it's only because otherwise I'll just look annoyed and then no one will want to watch me. So we'll stay positive. Everything's fine. My parting advice is that if you don't know, don't identify. It's a gemologist's job to identify. If you'd like to learn, brilliant, stick with me, subscribe. There are lots of links to more information on this topic in the description below, as I have also written articles, I've done a podcast, I've made other videos, so please check them out. Please share, spread this knowledge, and help protect all of us from the negative consequences of misidentification, including the feelings of our dear consumers, because we want to keep them happy. That's the whole reason that we do what we do. That's it from me. If you work with diamonds, subscribe to this YouTube channel, as I'll be here for you on Tuesdays. Do follow my Instagram. I hope you enjoyed this video by the Gem Academy. Feel free to start a chat below. Don't forget to share and tell your friends, and I'll see you next week for more. Subscribe, and I'll see you soon. If you're wondering about the customer that inspired today's video, she's doing okay. I reassured her that it's highly likely that her bracelet contains these HPHT grown, laboratory grown diamonds, and that they were misidentified in this very simple way. So she's amazing. She's shared my videos with all of the jewelers that she spoke to that didn't know about this situation. So she's helping spread the word so that it doesn't happen to other customers. Thank you so much. Thank you for contacting me and for inspiring this video, which will hopefully help share this very important lesson.